Hello!
Hello.
Hello!
Hi, this is Scott, and I am calling you from the Veterans Benefits Center on a recorded line. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm also fine, sir. Thank you for asking. Actually, I want to know that have you ever stationed at Camp Lejeune,
I was
Marine Base in the
stationed.
North?
I was stationed in Camp Lejeune in 1967, and then at the end of 1967, President Lyndon Baines Johnson said, "You're going to Nam," and then I went to Nam, and I arrived just in time for the Tet Offensive.
Okay. So you were there in January 1967 to December 1967?
That's right. And then I ended up at Nam in January of 68, and that's when the VC launched their offensive.
Okay. And after living and working at Camp Lejeune, have you diagnosed with any type of cancer?
Well, I have syphilis, gonorrhea, chlamydia, herpes, genital warts, HIV, testicular cancer, monkeypox, and I have erectile dysfunction.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear about that.
So I have
And
So I have testicular cancer. My balls are as big as church bells.
you were there alone or with your family?
Well, I didn't have a family at the time, so I'm the only one with testicular cancer, and those balls are as big as church bells. It hurts every time I sit.
Okay. And it's testicular cancer you have?
So testicular cancer, so it's spelled T as in tango, E as in echo.
Yeah, I got it. I got it, sir.
Okay.
Testicular cancer. And do you have your service records like a DD-214 form and medical records?
Yes. Luckily, I saved them because I hear that there was a big fire and some records were lost, I think, in 1971. But luckily, I kept my own records.
Okay, great. And in which year you found that you're suffering with the testicular cancer? Do you remember the month and year?
Oh, I've had testicular cancer for 5 years. My balls just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah, but I'm asking you the year. In which year you found that you are suffering with the testicular cancer? Do you
About
remember
5
that year?
years ago.
About 5 years ago, like in 2018.
Yes.
And in which hospital you diagnosed for the testicular cancer?
Can you repeat your question?
Do you remember the name of the hospital where you took the treatment for the testicular cancer?
Oh, it was the VA hospital in West Haven, Connecticut. I was living there at the time.
Connecticut.
Yes.
And do you remember any doctor's name?
Oh, it was Dr. Jack Kevorkian.
Dr. Jacob.
Jack Kevorkian.
Okay. And what is your first name, sir?
My first name is Robert.
Robert. And your last name?
Grinnell.
Can you spell it for me?
So it's spelled G as in golf, R as in Romeo, I as in India, N as in November, N as in November, E as in Echo, L as in Lima, L as in Lima.
Robert Renal.
Yes.
Okay, got it. And have you talked with any attorney or signed any document for claim this compensation before?
No, I came real close to signing something with a great attorney called Saul Goodman, but unfortunately he got arrested, so that fell through.
Okay.
And I just remembered that famous fire where a lot of documents were lost was in 1973 in St. Louis, Missouri. It was the same year Henry Kissinger signed an agreement with the North Vietnamese so we could leave. I have no idea how I forgot that.
Okay. All right, let me check here. Okay, last question. Can you help me with your street address?
It's 5500 Calhoun Street, Unit 666, Dearborn, Michigan, 48126.
41.
So my zip code is 48126.
Okay. Okay. It's a 5500. And what is the name of this street?
It's Calhoun Street. It's spelled C as in Charlie, A as in Alpha, L as in Lima, H in Hotel, O as in Oscar, U as in Uniform, N as in November. It's the same spelling as the famous senator from South Carolina who before the Civil War proposed a political theory known as nullification.
Okay. Hold on a moment, I'm updating your details here.
Okay.
And state is Connecticut, right?
No, I'm in Michigan now, but I was diagnosed with a testicular cancer while I was visiting Connecticut, so I went to the VA hospital in West Haven, Connecticut.
Okay.
What happened is I was with a prostitute and she complained that it hurt real bad when I was pounding her. My balls seemed too big and too hard, and then I took a look and then I realized she was right.
Okay. And testicular cancer, you also have any other type of cancer like kidney cancer, bladder cancer,
No, thank goodness.
or leukemia?
Only the testicular cancer, although that is a problem because I make my living by making donations to sperm banks, and it hurts a little bit when I make my donations.
Okay. And Robert, the last question. Do you have email address?
Yes, my email address is spelled R as in Romeo, O as in
Just a
Oscar.
moment. Yeah. R as in Romeo. O as in Oscar.
Then B as in Bravo, E as in Echo, R as in Romeo, T as in Tango, O as in Oscar, M as in Mike, E as in Echo, R as in Romeo, G as in Golf, R as in Romeo, I as in India, N is in November, N is in November, E as in Echo, L is in Lima, L is in Lima, @ G is in Golf, M is in Mike, A is in Alpha, I is in India, L is in Lima, dot, C is in Charlie, O is in Oscar, M is in Mike.
Okay, I got it. Okay, so what can I do is, Robert, I'm going to connect your call to my floor supervisor, and he will assist you further.
Oh,
And just a moment.
okay. I look forward to speaking with your suppository.
Okay. And are you able to access this email address right now?
Can you repeat your
Robert?
question?
Are you able to access this email address which you gave me right now?
Yes, I can access the email. Uh-huh.
And do you have a cell phone number?
Yes, it's the same number I'm calling from. We're the same number you called me. Can you see me on a caller ID?
Okay, are you able to receive the messages on your cell phone?
Yes.
And you don't have any attorney, right?
No.
You're still not signing the document.
When I came real close to hiring the attorney Saul Goodman, he got arrested on drug charges. So now he's disbarred and in jail, and he can't help me.
Okay, no worries.
Robert, can you please, this is John here, can you please guide me with your address?
My address is 5500 Calhoun Street, Unit 666, Dearborn, Michigan, 48126.
Hold on. Okay, 5500 Calhoun Street, number 666, Dearborn, Michigan 48126.
Yes, and you have to be sure to include Unit 666, or I'll have a devil of a time trying to get my mail.
Yeah, I got you. Hold on. Let me just have a look here. Oh, I'm just checking it. Hold on. It's the Dearborn Housing Department. It's the... So the property comes under the Dearborn Housing Department?
Yes, I've been living in senior housing ever since I retired over 10 years ago.
Okay. And you mentioned your first name is Robert, last name is Reno. Can you spell it for me, please?
So it's spelled G as in golf, R as in Romeo, I as in India, N as in November, N as in November, E as in Echo, L as in Lima, L as in Lima.
Okay, I missed it. The alphabet, I guess. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's G as in golf, O as in Oscar, I as in Indiana, N as in Nancy, N as in Nancy, A as in Echo, L as in Larry, L as in Larry.
You're off by one digit. It's G as in golf, R as in Romeo, I as in India, N as in November, N as in November, E as in Echo, L as in Lima, L as in Lima. It's the same spelling as the piano store that used to be on Woodward Ave in Detroit, or the famous college in Iowa, or the name of the famous bird expert who died in the late 1930s?
Okay, I got you. And were you in the Army, Navy, or Marine?
I was in the Marines, and I was at Camp Lejeune in 1967 for almost a whole year. And then Lyndon Baines Johnson said, "You're going to Nam." And I arrived in Nam in early January, and a few days later, the VC and the NVA launched the Tet Offensive.
Okay. All right. And all right. So hold on just a moment here. Okay. Oh, just a moment here. And how long have you? And how long have you been admitted at the hospital? What was the duration?
Well, what happened is 5 years ago, I went to Connecticut to go visit the Milford Oyster Festival, even though I live in Michigan, and I was banging this prostitute, and I was banging her real hard, and she was complaining it hurt, and she said my balls were too big and they were too hard, and then I took a look, and I found out she was right. So then I went to the town next door, the VA hospital in West Haven, and that's when they told me I have testicular cancer.
Okay, hold on. Let me put you on a brief hold.
Okay.
And what is the best time to contact in the day? Morning, afternoon, evening, or anytime?
It's after 5 p.m. because then I'm finished with playing bingo at the senior center, and I'm finished with watching reruns of the Golden Girls on TV, and I'm finished with sitting on the park bench and feeding bread to the birds.
Okay, great. All right, so I will arrange a call back today after 5, okay?
Okay, I look forward to receiving a phone call.
Yeah, and do you have any alternate number as well which you want to add?
Do I have a what to add? I'm sorry.
Alternate mobile number, alternate cell phone number.
No, the phone
it is-
number on the caller ID is the best way to reach me.
Okay, then no problem. I mention here, and you will receive a call after 5, okay?
Okay.
Thank you so much. You have a nice day.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Please like and subscribe. Thank you.